One of television's most enduring presences has passed away at the age of 96. Announcer Don Pardo, known for introducing Saturday Night Live for decades, died at his home in Arizona yesterday, the AP reports. The cause hasn't been revealed, though the Los Angeles Times notes that he broke a hip last year. Pardo began working in radio in the 1940s. Hired by NBC in 1944, he remained with the network for the rest of his career. He worked as an announcer for game shows like the original Jeopardy, as well as comedies, including Your Show of Shows. In 1975, he began his tenure with Saturday Night Live, for which he used his booming voice to announce cast lineups. Producer Lorne Michaels praised his authority voice. "Nothing is like the moment when Don Pardo says your name," Jimmy Fallon once said. He also made appearances in music videos, films, and elsewhere on television. He officially retired in 2004, but continued to offer SNL's introduction up until the end of last season. Pardo, who is survived by 5 children, entered the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame in 2010. The insatiable demand for ivory is causing a dramatic decline in the number of African elephants. Poachers are hunting the animal faster than it can reproduce, with deaths affecting more than half of elephant families in the Samburu National Reserve in Kenya, a new study finds. In 2011, the worst African elephant poaching year on record since 1998, poachers killed an estimated 40,000 elephants, or about 8% of the elephant population in Africa. In the absence of poaching, African elephant populations grow about 4.2% each year. The researchers found based on detailed records from Samburu. African elephants are an intelligent species. Individuals cooperate with one another and console one another in times of distress. But people, unfortunately, like their ivory tusks, said the study's lead researcher, George Whitmire, an assistant professor of fish, wildlife, and conservation biology at Colorado State University. Whitmire has studied African elephants in Kenya for the past 17 years, monitoring their complex social lives. In 2009, a drought led to the deaths of about 12% of elephants in Kenya. The animals' numbers dropped further when a wave of poaching, which has been ongoing since that year, upset the population. Sadly, in 2009, we had a terrible drought and we started seeing a lot of illegal killing of elephants as well as natural deaths, Whitmire told Live Science. We've been studying to respond. Struggling. We've been trying to find solutions to dampen the illegal killing. Poachers killed an average of 33,630 elephants every year from 2010 to 2012, resulting in more than 100,000 deaths across the continent, the study found. Illegal killings across Africa decreased somewhat in 2010, but they were still higher than pre-2009 levels, the researchers reported. As much elephants, the number of government seizures of illegal ivory increase and the black market price of ivory goes up. I thought, who? An owl flew into a 10-story window apartment in Coeur d'Alene, apparently opened a bird cage and killed one of 2 canaries inside. Sue Saucer said she awakened Sunday to find bird droppings and feathers all over her apartment. The Coeur d'Alene Press reports Saucer found the brownish, yellow-eyed owl between the wall and the chest of drawers on which the bird cage sits. It flew out the door and perched on their balcony railing long enough for them to take a few pictures. Don Saucer estimates the owl was 6 to 8 inches tall. Sue and Don Saucer found one of their canaries dead in the cage. The other seemed jumpy and anxious, they said. I understand why. An Idaho state wildlife expert says it's strange that an owl would be flying so high in an area without many tall trees, and surprising that would it enter a residence, much less open a bird cage. That is very unusual, she said. Don Saucer and said they'd likely leave their sliding glass door open on a summer evening, but plan to use twist ties to secure the door on the birdcage. Veteran rock climber Brad Parker summited Cathedral Park in Yosemite National Park, Cathedral Peak, with girlfriend Janie Dial on Saturday, and then proposed. "This is the happiest day of my life," he told her when she accepted. According to her father, then the couple parted ways and tragedy struck. Parker, 36, intended to climb Mathis Crest, about 3 miles away. He was climbing alone and without ropes in the Tuolumne Meadows area when other climbers saw him fall around 5:45. His body was found by park rangers and retrieved from the backcountry the next morning. "What happened is so unbelievable," Parker's father tells the Press Democrat. The route he was on is not known to be particularly dangerous, and Parker was a careful and experienced climber, his dad said, theorizing that his son may simply have been too tired after already having climbed Cathedral Peak that day and then running to Mathis Crest. In April, Craig Ferguson announced that he'd leave The Late Late Show, but until now, we didn't know what was next for the Emmy-nominated talk show host. Now, according to a report by Variety, Ferguson will host a daily 30-minute talk show to air at 7 p.m. across Tribune Broadcasting's 42 stations. I'm Joel Agnew, and that's what's on the radar.